What really happened in the last public moment between Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban that has fans questioning everything? Why did one seemingly ordinary appearance suddenly ignite breakup rumors, relationship theories, and a wave of speculation across social media? Before we dive deep into the details, make sure you hit subscribe, like this video, and drop your opinion in the comments right now. Do you think Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban are still together in 2026? Because the clues we're about to uncover might completely change your perspective. Over the past few weeks, Bruno Mars has once again dominated trending charts. Not just for music, not just for whispers of a new album, a surprise collaboration, or a potential global tour announcement, but for something far more personal. His long-term relationship with Jessica Caban, often described as one of the most low-key and stable romances in the entertainment industry, is suddenly under a magnifying glass. For over a decade, the couple has maintained a rare balance between fame and privacy. No constant red carpet displays, no dramatic public declarations, no messy public feuds. Their relationship has been defined by quiet strength. But sometimes, silence can be louder than scandal. The moment that sparked the frenzy happened during an exclusive entertainment industry event in Las Vegas. Bruno Mars arrived solo, dressed in a sharp black tailored suit that immediately went viral across TikTok and Instagram. Cameras flashed, fans screamed, clips circulated within minutes. But there was one detail that didn't go unnoticed. Jessica Caban was not by his side. At nearly the same time, Jessica was photographed attending a separate event in New York. Different city, different circle, different vibe. No joint appearance. No coordinated posts, no couple selfies. For casual observers, that might mean nothing. For dedicated fans who have tracked their relationship for years, it meant everything. Search terms like Bruno Mars breakup 2026, Jessica Caban latest update, and are Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban still together? Began climbing rapidly. Social media threads dissected every frame of video footage. Relationship analysts on YouTube offered breakdowns. TikTok creators zoomed in on body language. And that's when one tiny detail intensified the narrative. In a short paparazzi clip, less than 20 seconds long, Bruno Mars was seen leaving a high-end restaurant late at night. Fans quickly noticed that he wasn't wearing the ring he had been spotted with in previous public outings. The internet did what it does best. Slow motion analysis, screenshot comparisons, side-by-side timelines. Was this a sign? A coincidence? A simple wardrobe choice? Meanwhile, Jessica Caban posted a photo with a caption referencing growth and new chapters. No names mentioned, no direct context. But in the digital age, ambiguity is fuel. Comments flooded in, some supportive, some concerned. Some convinced this was a subtle confirmation of a major shift. Insiders close to the couple, though unnamed, have reportedly suggested that both Bruno and Jessica are currently focused on individual projects. Bruno is rumored to be working intensely in the studio, preparing what could be one of the biggest musical returns of the year. There are whispers of a residency extension, possibly a new tour, and even collaboration rumors that have yet to be confirmed. Jessica, on the other hand, is said to be developing business ventures and creative projects that require significant travel and independence. On the surface, that explanation makes sense. Two successful individuals with demanding careers often spend time apart. But fans can't ignore the timing. Why now? Why the sudden absence of shared public moments? Just months ago, the pair were seen at a private birthday gathering in Los Angeles, reportedly relaxed and affectionate. Witnesses described them as completely normal and very much in sync. No tension, no distance, nothing that hinted at trouble, which makes the recent silence feel even more dramatic. Cultural commentators have pointed out that couples like Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban have always prioritized privacy over public reassurance. Unlike celebrity pairs who rush to Instagram stories to shut down rumors, they tend to let speculation fade on its own. But in 2026, silence doesn't fade, it multiplies. Then came another twist. During a recent radio interview focused on his music, Bruno Mars was briefly asked about balancing personal life and career. He smiled, paused for a second longer than usual, and responded by saying he feels grateful for everything and everyone in his life right now. It was warm, it was polished, it was safe, but it wasn't specific. No direct mention of Jessica, no explicit confirmation, no denial. Was that intentional, a carefully crafted media strategy, or simply a musician staying focused on the topic at hand? The suspense deepened when, late one evening, Bruno was photographed leaving a recording studio. Hours later, Jessica was seen entering the same building through a separate entrance. No joint photos surfaced, but the timeline overlap sent fans into overdrive. Some interpreted it as proof they are still very much connected, just choosing discretion. Others saw it as coincidence. And here's where the story reaches its peak. Despite weeks of speculation, trending hashtags, viral clips, and endless commentary, there has been no official statement announcing a breakup. No credible source has confirmed a split. No dramatic unfollowing spree. No public disputes. In the world of celebrity relationships, that absence of chaos is significant. Because if something major had happened, signs would likely be louder. Instead, what we have are fragments, separate appearances, ambiguous captions, missing jewelry, neutral interview responses. Pieces that can be interpreted in multiple ways depending on what someone wants to believe. In today's media landscape, perception can become reality within hours. A missing ring becomes a headline. A reflective caption becomes a breakup announcement. A solo event appearance becomes a relationship crisis. But the truth often exists far from the noise. Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban have built a relationship that has survived the pressures of global fame, constant touring, and the ever-watchful eye of the internet. If they are navigating a new phase, whether that means increased privacy, career prioritization, or simply evolving dynamics, it would not be unusual after so many years together. As of now, the strongest conclusion is this: there is no verified evidence that their relationship has ended. What we're witnessing may not be an ending, but a transition, a quieter chapter, a recalibration behind the scenes. But the story isn't over. The next public appearance, the next event, the next photo, that will likely shape the narrative once again. If they step out together, the rumors will collapse overnight. If they continue appearing separately, speculation will intensify. So now we turn it over to you. Do you believe the last viral moment was simply a coincidence amplified by the internet? Or do you think it signals a deeper shift in one of Hollywood's most private long-term relationships? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if you want more exclusive updates. Share it with fellow fans who are following every clue. And subscribe so you don't miss the next development in the ongoing story of Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban, as the mystery continues to unfold in real time. And just when fans thought the speculation couldn't grow any louder, a new wave of discussion began building across entertainment platforms, celebrity gossip blogs, and fan forums. Because in Hollywood, timing is everything, and the timing of recent events surrounding Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban has only intensified the mystery. Within days of those separate appearances, entertainment insiders began pointing out something even more intriguing. Bruno Mars, who has historically been extremely protective of his private life, has subtly adjusted the way he presents himself in public. Observers noted a slightly different energy during his latest stage appearance. More focused, more intense, almost reflective. Body language analysts on social media began dissecting micro-expressions from recent clips, suggesting that he appeared deep in thought and emotionally reserved. But here's the twist: others argued the opposite. Some fans insisted that Bruno looked energized, confident, and creatively inspired, as if entering a new artistic era. And that's where the narrative becomes even more complex. Could the speculation about his relationship simply be colliding with the natural evolution of an artist preparing for a major comeback? When a global superstar gears up for a new album cycle, image shifts and mood changes are common. Reinvention is part of the brand. Meanwhile, Jessica Caban's public presence has also evolved. Her recent interviews have focused heavily on independence, ambition, and personal growth. She has spoken about self-development, creative expansion, and embracing change. To To some, those words feel empowering and unrelated to romance. To others, they sound like subtle signals of transformation. But here's something many people are overlooking. Long-term relationships often go through quiet recalibration periods that are invisible to the public. Not every phase is filled with red carpet smiles and Instagram tributes. Sometimes stability looks like space. Sometimes maturity looks like silence. And sometimes strength looks like refusing to perform your relationship for an audience. Still, the internet thrives on patterns. Fans began comparing timelines from previous years. They noticed that Bruno and Jessica historically avoided overexposure during major career transitions. During album preparations in the past, public sightings together became less frequent. Social media posts slowed down. Appearances were more selective. If history is any indication, what we're seeing now might not be unusual at all. But then came another unexpected development. A well-known entertainment columnist hinted, without naming sources, that a high-profile music couple was navigating career-driven distance rather than emotional separation. The ambiguity sent fans into detective mode. Was this about Bruno and Jessica, or someone else entirely? No confirmation followed. Yet the suggestion added fuel to the ongoing conversation. And here's where things take another turn. Industry insiders have quietly emphasized that Bruno Mars has always valued loyalty and longevity over publicity. Unlike many artists whose relationships unfold